happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge up. I know you guys could probably already tell it is going down just by that title alone. We've got Kamala Harris getting caught red-handed in this newest update. Yes, folks, the jig is finally up, and I'm excited to get into it. Looks like we got an ABC employee whistleblower coming out exposing Kamala Harris in this newly released affidavit where they're testifying that Kamala Harris did indeed cheat during the ABC debate against Donald Trump. I'm excited to get into this one, so we're not straight into it, folks. Just make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys, hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's jump straight into the news, guys. We got a tweet. This is coming from our friend Benny John. Yo, big shouts to Benny Johnson. He is such a solid dude, amazing guy. He's tweeting out saying ABC News whistleblower affidavit is alleging that Kamala Harris was given an unfair advantage in her debate against Donald Trump. Come on, you guys. We've been saying this for how long? They were saying they were crazy. They were saying that we were liars. They were saying that we were coping with the fact that Donald Trump lost. But we got it right here in black and white that they cheated. This was not fair at all. Look at this, folks. Okay, so the whistleblower is from Mad Hat, New York. Looks like they worked with ABC News for over last 10 years, different positions. And then we're going on the record and saying that they do not endorse Donald Trump in any capacity. So we can't, throw that out the window saying this is all politically motivated and this whistleblower was a diehard Trump supporter. None of that, guys. This is coming out from someone who's just simply saying, I can't sit by and watch this any longer. Like they're bragging on their win. They're running around town, parading on the trophy. But how did you get the trophy, And they're out here laying out the dirt. I'm excited to see, what they do in response to this, because someone needs to be held accountable for this. This is just unacceptable. I mean, look at this. It says the Harris campaign imposed restrictions on the scope of questioning during the debates, guys. They said there was going to be no questioning regarding the perceived health of President Joe Biden. Also, no increase related to her tenure as Attorney General in San Francisco. That's even more crazy. Like she's not allowed to talk about her past, or they're not allowed to ask her about her past during the debate. That's absurd. Then we got no questions concerning her brother-in-law, Tony West, who faces allegations of embezzling billions of dollars in taxpayer funds and who may be involved in her administration if elected. Wow. I had to do a little more research. I didn't even know about that one, but they keep this stuff so under wraps that you wouldn't know about it. They weren't even allowed to question her on it during the debates. Kamala Harris, as we can now see, was covered for during these debates. I mean, come on, y'all. This is crazy. Guaranteeing that she wouldn't be fact checked, leaving certain questions off the table. I mean, what was this really a debate, or was this a show just to make Donald Trump look crazy? Like, come on, you guys, listen to this.
Let me tell you what's amazing about seeing Kamala on the debate stage tonight, besides watching her getting smoked like a rack of baby back ribs. It's the fact that it's her instead of Joe Biden. Because this is the same lady who sat on every show she can get on and told America with a straight face that Joe Biden was not only mentally fit to be president, but that he was mentally fit to run for president again, and then got together with a bunch of other elites and strong-armed him out of his position and had him put out a statement finally admitting to what we knew all along, because we watched him fall while walking upstairs. We watched him fall while riding bicycles, fall on stage and get lost on stage, do speeches and lose his train of thought over and over and over again, to the point to where the man will make up words, forget places, people's names, forget where he's at, walk and then take long pauses staring into space. And I know it was worse behind closed doors, yet Kamala and the mainstream media told us that everything is fine. Joe is more ready than he's ever been.
Yo, there we have it, coming from this young TikToker. And, we just have to look at the facts that are right in front of our faces. Kamala Harris has lied about so many different things, flip-flopping on stances, which honestly just looks like a bunch of lying about what she truly stands for. And now she's lying and being dishonest by cheating on the debate stage. I mean, and this is just the stuff that has been uncovered. Imagine what's going on. Like I said, imagine what's going on behind closed doors, in rooms that we're not privy to. There's so much lying, selling out Americans. You know, Kamala Harris is not for us. She's doing whatever she possibly can to get elected in based off of these lies. And I'm just not seeing how it's going to work. We're getting so much proof coming out. Kamala Harris just being very dishonest with the American people. Listen to what Donald Trump had to say about this.
100% of the stories covered on ABC about Kamala, 100% of the time was positive. 93% of the time when they covered you, it was negative. So it was infuriating to watch them fact check you and not her when she brought up IVF, when she brought up Project 2025 several times, and when she brought up Charlottesville. Here are some of the lies that she said about you. Listen.
A detailed and dangerous plan called Project 2025 that the former president intends on implementing. Couples who pray and dream of having a family are being denied IVF treatments. If Donald Trump were to be reelected, he will sign a national abortion ban. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side. On that day, 140 law enforcement officers were injured, and some died. Donald Trump, the candidate, has said in this election there will be a bloodbath if this and the outcome of this election is not to his liking.
And the bloodbath, you were talking about the economy. It's a term that's used a lot when people are talking about a bad economy. What's your reaction to why didn't the moderators correct her?
Because they're dishonest, and because I think ABC took a big hit last night. I mean, to be honest, they're a news organization. They have to be licensed to do it. They ought to take away their license for the way they did that. Bloodbath was referring to the economy. Everybody loved the term because as soon as they heard the word, it's sort of a vicious word. But referring to the economy, they have created an economy. Bloodbath was the word that I used. And it was fine in that context. And they were trying to make it sound like there was a riot or something, and it was a bloodbath. IVF, I was a leader on IVF, the IVF, which is fertilization. I was a total leader on that. When I first heard about it, like right from the beginning, I was one of the leaders on it, and the Republican Party has been a leader on it. She tried to say it was just the opposite. The whole thing with abortion, what he said, I mean, it was incredible. I think he corrected me 6 times, and each time I was right. I believe each time I was right, didn't correct her at all, and she was saying these things. She was using, like, Charlottesville. She was using Charlottesville, and everybody, you take a look at Laura Ingraham, she did it incredibly. She had it totally debunked. She said that, in fact, it makes it angry. She gets angry when people hear about Charlottesville when they use that, because what they did is they stopped and they didn't put the following sentence in. And when they put the last sentence in, when it was all put together, what I said was absolutely perfect. And ABC knew that. Everybody knew that, frankly. I think they lost a lot of credibility. But regardless, look, the polls are saying that I won that by 80-20, 90. We have one here, 92-7, and I sort of believe that's right. I thought, look, I've been told I'm a good debater. I think it was one of my better debates, maybe my best debate. I think. I don't know. That's why I'm disappointed in this guy, Harold Ford. I don't know if he's still there, but I don't know what he was watching, because he was just as dishonest as ABC, in my opinion.
There we have it. He went off on Harold Ford, Fox News the 5. Well, I remember seeing Harold Ford's original reaction to the debate, and he was just saying that Donald Trump came unprepared. He wasn't prepared. That's what everyone on the left kept trying to say, that Donald Trump should have prepared more, especially when he knows that, you know, the left-wing media outlets are not on his side, excuse me, especially not ABC. And they were all trying to, you know, beat that point in to say that Donald Trump just should have came more prepared for the riggedness. But how can you come more prepared for the riggedness? We literally got whistleblower affidavits being released stating that there was no possible way that Donald Trump could have won this one. You weren't coming out of that debate with a win, is what we basically got out of this. I mean, look at this, guys. We got Greg Price tweeting out, and he says debate moderator Linsey Davis basically admits in an interview with LA Times that they went into it with a plan to only fact check Donald Trump. I mean, come on, you guys. Look at this. Linsey Davis held Trump's feet to the fire, how she became an ABC News or rising star. I mean, she's making headlines behind this, guys. This is exactly what they wanted to do. Linsey Davis, David Muir, they wanted to boost their careers into the spotlight. Listen to this, folks, and I'll end on this one here. Davis, wearing pink glasses while speaking to the Times over breakfast at the Ritz-Carlton in Philadelphia, said the decision to attempt to correct the candidates was in response to the June 27th CNN debate between Donald Trump, President Biden, whose poor performance led to his exit from the race. People were concerned that the statements were allowed to just hang and not be disputed by a candidate at the time or the moderator, said Davis said. So they took it upon themselves in order to correct this by fact checking Donald Trump at every single corner, every single turn, even when he was telling the truth, guys. I mean, come on. Y'all hop in the comment section, man. Let me know what you're thinking, what you're making of all of this. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd enjoy more content like this, I'll catch you guys on the next week.